Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. And you know what? I am so excited about this one. I think we all struggle with this, but today we are going to talk about cleaning and how to maybe make it a little bit less of a chore.
Cleaning is one of those things everybody has to do,
Yeah.
but nobody really enjoys it all the time.
Yeah, well, we've got a really fascinating article to help us.
Oh, yeah,
It's
absolutely.
by a cleaning expert who's actually based right here in Washington,
A
D.C.
very cool local expert.
Yes, her name is, and the article is called From Messy to Magical.
I love that title.
I know, right? But one of the things that she argues in this article is that we kind of sabotage ourselves by doing those big cleaning sprees.
Oh, yeah. The all-or-nothing approach to cleaning.
Yes, exactly. Like we'll spend,
Wow.
an entire Saturday, cleaning top to bottom, and then we swear we're going to keep it up. And then, 2 weeks later, you're right back where you started.
Yeah, you're drowning in clutter again.
Exactly. And she actually compares it to crash dieting.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
Like you go all in, you burn out, and then you just end up back where you started.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's about creating sustainable habits, not these, heroic efforts.
I love that sustainable habits, not heroic efforts. So what would be like an example of a sustainable habit? Because I think I need some help in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one that really resonated with me from the article was this idea of decluttering as you go.
Okay, decluttering as you go.
Yeah, so instead of, using something and then just leaving it out, you take those few extra seconds to put it back in its designated spot.
Oh, so it's almost like micro cleanups throughout the day?
Exactly, like tiny little wins
I like that.
that add up to a big impact.
I can do tiny.
Yes.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So is there any research like behind this idea that clutter actually is bad for us?
Yeah, there is actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot of research that shows that visual clutter, it competes for our attention.
Yeah.
And it can lead to mental fatigue and actually decrease productivity.
Wait, seriously. So like a messy desk could actually be making me less efficient.
There's a very good chance of that. The expert cites a study where participants who were working in cluttered environments, they made more mistakes and they reported feeling more stressed compared to those in tidy workspaces.
Wow. I've always kind of known that clutter is distracting, but I never really thought about the actual like cognitive impact that it could have.
Yeah, it's really fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
And it makes a really strong case for incorporating those small habits, like decluttering as you go into our daily lives.
Okay, so let me just get this straight. If I just put things back where they belong right away, I could potentially reduce my stress and boost my productivity.
You got it. It's a simple change, but the cumulative effect is really remarkable.
Okay, I am sold. What else does this expert have for us?
Okay, so another tip that I found helpful was creating a cleaning schedule.
Oh, a cleaning schedule.
Yeah.
I've tried those before, and I always give up on them after like a week or two.
Yeah, I think the key here is customization. The expert, she really emphasizes that you need to tailor your schedule to your own specific needs and lifestyle.
Okay, so not just like copying a generic checklist online, but like really thinking about my own high traffic areas and what needs attention most often in my own house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe your kitchen requires daily wipe downs, but your guest room only needs a quick tidy once a week. The point is to make the schedule work for you, not the other way around.
Okay, I like that because then I don't have to feel guilty because I haven't dusted my bookshelves in like a month.
No guilt allowed.
Okay.
Only customized cleaning schedules.
All right, well, I am ready. I'm ready for more cleaning wisdom. What else?
All right, so to make things even easier, the expert suggests keeping your cleaning supplies readily accessible in the areas where you use them most.
You know what? That's so simple, but I've never actually thought about that. Like half the time I get demotivated to clean just because it feels like such a big production to gather all the supplies.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I got to go find the all-purpose cleaner. I got to go find the rags.
Yeah.
You're already tired before you even start.
Exactly.
So by having things like, disinfectant wipes, a dust cloth, a small vacuum, readily available, you remove that barrier to action.
Oh, so it's like no more trekking across the house to find the all-purpose cleaner.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. I could create like little cleaning caddies for each room.
That's a great idea, little cleaning stations.
Okay.
And speaking of quick actions, that reminds me of the expert's 1-minute rule.
1-minute rule.
Okay.
I like where this is going. Tell me more.
Okay, so this is genius. If a cleaning task takes under a minute to complete, You do it right then and there, no excuses.
So like if I'm brushing my teeth, I just wipe down the sink.
Exactly.
Or, if there's a couple dishes, I just put them in the dishwasher instead
Yes.
of letting them pile up.
Instead of waiting for that mountain of dishes.
Yeah.
So those little micro cleaning moments, they might seem insignificant on their own, but they have this huge cumulative impact on the overall cleanliness of your space.
So I'm starting to see a theme here. Like it's all about breaking down cleaning into these smaller, more manageable actions.
Yeah, you're catching on. It's about shifting your mindset from dreading these big cleaning overhauls to embracing those quick wins throughout the day.
I like that it feels so much more sustainable and way less overwhelming.
Right.
What else?
Okay, so here's another tip that aligns with that approach.
Okay, lay it on me.
The expert recommends paying special attention to what she calls high-touch surfaces.
High-touch surfaces.
Yes.
Give me an example.
Okay, so think about the things that you touch multiple times a day. Door handles, light switches, faucet handles, remote controls, even your phone.
Oh, wow, yeah. I never really thought about how many surfaces I touch without even thinking about it.
Right, and those surfaces, they can be like prime breeding grounds for bacteria and viruses.
Okay, that's a little scary, especially with, everybody being more health conscious these days.
Yeah, it is something to be mindful of.
Yeah.
But the good news is that incorporating those high-touch surfaces into your regular cleaning routine can make a big difference in reducing the spread of germs.
So along with my, 1-minute rule actions, I should also make a point of wiping down these high-touch surfaces regularly.
Exactly.
Okay.
You don't have to go overboard. But a quick wipe down with a disinfectant wipe can go a long way in keeping your space clean and healthy.
You know what? I'm feeling very empowered already. Just thinking about these simple strategies, it's like I'm taking back control from the chaos of the clutter.
Yes, that's exactly the point.
Okay.
It's about reclaiming your space and creating an environment
Yeah.
that supports your well-being, both physically and mentally.
And speaking of well-being, I'm really curious to dive into the hidden benefits of cleaning that the expert mentioned.
Yes. It's not just about appearances. Cleaning can actually have a profound impact on our mental and emotional state.
Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about these hidden benefits.
Okay, so for starters, a clean space can actually reduce stress and anxiety.
That makes sense. When my surroundings are in order, it's like it creates a sense of calm in my mind, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a growing body of research that shows that clutter bombards our brains with excessive stimuli, making it harder to focus and process information.
Oh, so it's not just that I'm overwhelmed visually. It's that my brain is actually working overtime, trying to filter out all the noise.
Precisely.
Okay.
So when you declutter your space, you're essentially decluttering your mind and allowing for better concentration and a greater sense of peace.
So cleaning isn't just about aesthetics. It's about creating a more supportive environment for my mental well-being.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
And that enhanced mental clarity can lead to another hidden benefit: boosted productivity.
Oh, tell me more about that. I'm always looking for ways to be more productive.
Well, think about it. When you're surrounded by clutter, it's easy to get distracted. You're constantly scanning your environment looking for things, or getting sidetracked by that visual chaos.
Ugh, yes. I can't tell you how many times I've gone looking for a pen and ended up down a rabbit hole of
Yeah.
organizing my entire desk drawer.
Oh, I've been there too. But when your workspace is clean and organized, everything has its place. There are fewer distractions. Your brain can focus on the task at hand.
So it's like cleaning. It creates this mental space for me to actually get things done.
Exactly, and the research backs this up. Studies have shown that people working in tidy environments, they tend to be more efficient and make fewer mistakes.
Wow. So not only am I less stressed in a clean space, I'm also more productive. That's a win-win in my book.
Absolutely.
And of course, we can't forget the most obvious benefit of cleaning improved health.
Right, a cleaner environment means fewer germs and allergens.
Exactly.
Dust mites, mold, other allergens. They thrive in cluttered and dusty environments.
Oh, yeah.
So regular cleaning helps to remove those irritants, improves air quality, and reduces the risk of allergies and respiratory problems.
And that's especially important for people with asthma or other sensitivities.
Absolutely. And let's not forget about the hygiene factor. Regularly cleaning high-touch surfaces, like door handles and light switches, helps to prevent the spread of germs.
Okay, so we've got reduced stress, increased productivity, and improved health. All pretty compelling reasons to keep things tidy.
Right. It's a holistic approach to well-being.
I like that.
And the best part is, it doesn't have to be overwhelming.
Yeah, that's the key takeaway for me.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, the expert really emphasizes that small, consistent actions are more effective than these big, sporadic cleaning sprees.
Exactly.
Okay.
And she actually offers a few bonus tips to help you maintain that momentum.
Okay. I'm all ears. Give me those bonus tips.
Okay, so one simple but really powerful suggestion is to tidy up for just 5 to 10 minutes before bed each night.
You know what? I've actually started doing that recently, and it makes a huge difference. Like, waking up to a tidy space just sets the tone for a much more productive and peaceful day.
I completely agree. It's a small investment of time with significant rewards.
What's the other one?
Okay, so the expert also recommends embracing seasonal decluttering.
Seasonal decluttering. So, like a mini KonMari festival every few months.
Exactly.
Okay.
Take some time each season to assess your belongings. What do you really need and use? What can be donated or discarded?
I love that idea. It's like a chance to refresh not just my physical space, but also my mental space. Like
Right.
letting go of things I no longer need creates this sense of lightness and clarity,
Yes.
and it prevents clutter from accumulating over time.
Exactly. Remember, small, consistent actions lead to big results.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. From simple habits like decluttering as you go to the hidden benefits of cleaning and bonus tips for staying on track. It's clear that canning is about so much more than just appearances.
Absolutely. It's an investment in our well-being,
Hmm.
a way to create a space that supports our mental, physical, and emotional health.
You know, this expert focused on the home and workplace, but I'm wondering, this expert focused on the home and workplace, but I'm wondering, could these same principles apply to our digital lives too? I mean, think about our inboxes, our computer desktops, all those files we never seem to organize.
Oh, that's such a great point. And yes, absolutely. Those same principles of decluttering, creating systems, and focusing on consistency, they definitely apply to our digital spaces as well.
Because let's be honest, digital clutter can be just as overwhelming and stressful as physical clutter.
It's true. Think about how much time we waste searching for files, scrolling through endless emails, or
Yeah,
getting distracted by notifications. It's such a drain on our time and energy.
totally. So, how can we apply these cleaning habits to our digital lives? Where do we even begin?
Well, a great starting point is to tackle your inbox. Instead of letting emails pile up, try implementing that declutter as you go principle. So if an email can be dealt with in a minute or two, handle it right away. Respond, file it, or delete it.
That makes sense. It's like those 1-minute rule tasks we talked about earlier, but for our digital world.
Exactly. And just like creating a cleaning schedule for your home, you can also set aside specific times to declutter your digital files. Maybe once a week you spend 15 minutes organizing your downloads folder or clearing out your desktop.
Oh, that's a good idea because I am definitely guilty of letting things pile up on my desktop until it's a complete disaster zone.
We've all been there. But even those small, consistent efforts can make a huge difference. It's about creating a digital environment that feels calm, organized, and supportive, rather than chaotic and overwhelming.
I love that. So it's not just about a clean house, it's about a clean mind, a clean workspace, and even a clean digital life.
Exactly. It's a holistic approach to well-being, recognizing that our environment, both physical and digital, has a profound impact on how we feel, think, and function.
Well, this deep dive has been incredibly eye-opening. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling inspired to tackle both my physical and digital spaces with renewed energy and intention.
That's fantastic. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Start small, be consistent, and focus on creating an environment that truly supports your well-being.
So true. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with a little challenge. Think about the digital space where you feel most scattered or stressed. Maybe it's your overflowing inbox, your cluttered desktop, or that one folder that's filled with random files. Now I challenge you to apply the declutter as you go principle to that space this week. See what happens. I bet you'll be surprised by how much lighter and more focused you feel.
That's a great challenge. And remember, small changes can lead to big transformations.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of cleaning and well-being. Until next time, keep those spaces sparkling, those minds clear, and those inboxes tidy. So, I was thinking, this expert focused on like the home and workplace.
Yeah.
But, could these same principles apply to our digital lives too?
Oh, absolutely. Like,
All right.
think about our inboxes, our computer desktops,
Yeah.
all those files that we never seem to organize.
Yeah.
It's like digital clutter can be just as overwhelming and stressful as physical clutter.
Right.
Like, think about how much time we waste searching for files, scrolling through endless emails, or getting distracted by
Oh my
notifications.
gosh, yes. It's like a huge drain on our time and energy.
Right.
So, so how can we apply like these cleaning habits to our digital lives? Like, where do we even begin?
Well, a great starting point is to tackle that inbox.
Yeah.
Um, Instead of letting emails pile up, try implementing that declutter as you go principle.
Hmm.
If an email can be dealt with in a minute or two, handle it right away.
Yeah.
Respond to it, file it, or delete it.
Oh, okay. So it's like those 1-minute rule tasks that we talked about, but for our digital world.
Exactly.
Okay.
And just like creating a cleaning schedule for your home, you can also set aside specific times to declutter your digital files. So maybe once a week you spend 15 minutes organizing your downloads folder or clearing out your desktop.
Oh, that's a good idea because I'm definitely guilty of letting things pile up on my desktop.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
But even those small, consistent efforts can make a huge difference. It's about creating a digital environment that feels calm, organized, and supportive rather than chaotic and overwhelming.
I love that. So it's not just about a clean house. It's about like a clean mind, a clean workspace, and even a clean digital life.
Exactly. It's like a holistic approach to well-being,
Hmm.
recognizing that our environment, both physical and digital, has a profound impact on how we feel, think, and function.
Well, this has been incredibly eye-opening. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling inspired to tackle both my physical and my digital spaces with renewed energy and intention.
That's fantastic. And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress. Start small, be consistent, and focus on creating an environment that truly supports your well-being.
So true. And you know what? As we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you all with a little challenge. Think about the digital space where you feel the most scattered or stressed. Maybe it's your overflowing inbox, your cluttered desktop, or that one folder that's just filled with random files. And I challenge you to apply the declutter as you go principle to that space this week and see what happens. I bet you'll be surprised by how much lighter and more focused you feel.
That's a great challenge. And remember, small changes can lead to big transformations.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of cleaning and well-being. Until next time, keep those spaces sparkling, those minds clear, and those inboxes tidy.